So I was supposed to go with my parents to, well, originally I was planning on going, not like they're making me or anything. I was planning to go with them to North Carolina this weekend because this is Memorial Day weekend. Tomorrow is Memorial Day. I don't have work tomorrow. But the weather has pretty much just been like cloudy and just kind of misty and like raining. It kind of rains here and there, like it's just on and off, been raining a lot. And they're saying the next several days it's just going to be a lot of rain. So my parents were left yesterday and they're coming back Tuesday. And if I were to go, I would have had to drive myself yesterday and I would have had to drive back tomorrow. And I just decided I'm not going because it just doesn't seem like it would be worth my time and my gas money to drive there because it's just supposed to rain. Like, I mean, yeah, the sun might can come out here and there, but it's not gonna like stay out. Um, and there's just no point. Like, I'm a little sad about it because I really did want to go to the land in North Carolina. I always enjoy any time I get to get away from Atlanta, but it just kind of didn't really work out. So I'm kind of just planning on maybe going Labor Day weekend. I wanted to go the 4th of July, but I just started at this job and I'm not really trying to like ask off for time. I'm not trying to ask for time off already. I mean, this was my second week. I've worked there 2 weeks now. Um, and the 4th of July this year happens to just fall on a Saturday, so it's not like I'm going to get an extra day off because it's on a Saturday. Um, it's really nice when these holidays are like on a Monday or on like a weekday because then I can actually get the day off, but that's not going to happen for the 4th. So really the next opportunity I feel like for me to go with them will probably be Labor Day weekend. So we'll figure out like if we want to leave that Friday. If we want to leave that Friday, then I'll just ask off for that Friday, have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll come back Monday and then I'll just go back to work that Tuesday. Or I might take off that Monday, or not, sorry, not that Monday, the Tuesday after Labor Day, and I can just have that Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then like come back Tuesday. And hopefully the weather will be like, it won't be just, soggy and rainy because, I mean, that's going to be really annoying. But I really just want to go up there. It'll be a year. I guess if I don't go till Labor Day weekend, it'll have been a year since I've been up there. Because the last time I went there was like the Labor Day weekend last year. And my thought process in that too is just that we're in the job I started. I work for a pool maintenance company, and the summer months are like the peak season. So like we're in peak season, um, meaning things are just busier and we have more stuff to do. So I think peak season will end in September. So like by that point, things will kind of start slowing down like in September. Um, so it probably won't be as much big of a deal to like take off for then and then opposed to just trying to take off for July. So I just think that's what I'm gonna do. Um, so yeah, I probably just won't get to go there for a few months until Labor Day, which is it's May. Well, we're kind of towards the end of May. Like we have one more week in May and then June. So that puts June, July, August. So about like 3 months. By that point, I'll have been there at that place for 4 months. So, you know, I don't know. It's like when I start a new job, I know places are a little more relaxed and lenient nowadays if you just give them a, good enough notice. But I don't like to be that person who just comes in right away and I just like ask for time off. So I think I'm just gonna wait unless I have a day where I just can't come in, like I'm sick or I'm not feeling well or whatever. If I didn't sleep good enough, because this job does require me to drive, and I'm supposed to be getting the company truck this week on Tuesday. Um, so yeah, if I ever like don't get enough sleep, I'll just have to be like, hey, didn't get enough sleep, need to catch up on sleep, because and they probably would. I mean, they'd understand that because they don't probably want me to operate their company truck if I haven't had enough sleep, because that's very dangerous. But apart from like if I have anything come up where I just can't come in, like I'm not really planning on like requesting any time off until like Labor Day weekend, and it will either be that Friday or that Tuesday after. I'll just have to figure that out, but yeah, I've just pretty much been haven't really been doing. I mean, I've just kind of been relaxing, just staying at the house. I'm by myself. Um, my brother and his wife were over here yesterday. They visited because they're in town. I forgot exactly what they're in town for. So we got to visit them yesterday. This is my brother that lived in Colorado. I have three brothers. I have my older brother lives in Orlando, and then with his wife, and then I have two younger brothers. My the younger brother, not the youngest, but the other one between me and the youngest, he is the one who came over yesterday, and him and his wife, they live in Colorado, in Denver. And then my baby brother is in the military, and he is currently stationed in Fort Bragg. I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that that's the place he's at, in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So yeah, I'm pretty much the only one that's still at home. But so now that I'm the only one out of all me and my brothers that still lives here, whenever my parents go, I'm just here by myself, which um I mean, it's like it's fine for a little bit, but it's like by like day 3 or 4, I'm just like, okay, I want somebody. It does get a little lonely sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it does take me a little longer to get lonely because I am more introverted. But after a while, it's like, okay, I want some interaction, and I need to like see people or do things. Um, I don't know, like, every time I hear people say, I don't ever want to interact with anyone ever, like, I just think you're so full of crap. Like, you're lying. Like, you're just lying. There's no way, like, yes, there are a lot of people who like enjoy their alone time, and I'm one of those people. I do enjoy having alone time, but I also do enjoy, being around some people that I like and have things in common with and can talk and interact with. I mean, it is important. Like, so I don't really know if I fully buy, when people like, oh, like I'm a complete lone wolf, I don't need anyone, I don't need to talk to anyone. I don't know if I really buy that, because every human being needs some kind of interaction. Yes, some of us require less than others, but we all need human interaction. So I talked to one of my friends yesterday, on FaceTime. I texted two other people. Um, I don't know. I might call my grandma just because I'm just like, what else am I gonna do? I mean, I've been kind of just studying here and there, for that test I need to take. Um, I don't know. I just feel like there hasn't really been a whole lot going on. So I feel like that's part of the reason why I haven't done videos, or I haven't been thinking about why or what I want to talk about. Because I know I'm really trying to be more consistent with my videos this year. I think I've been a lot better. Because that's been the hardest thing for me being a YouTuber, is just well, one, I'm not very big right now, and I don't really care about getting really big. You know, if my channel grows and more people come and they like my content, I mean, fine. I'm always gonna encourage that. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm mostly just doing these videos for people, you know, that might have stuff in common with me or thoughts or feelings about things or certain topics. But, you know, overall, it's like a way for me to get things out and just kind of share, you know, I mean, well, I don't share everything, but I do try to share as much as I can with you guys. There are some things I cannot share, but I mean, you know, I try to keep it real with you guys. So I don't know. I just feel like I just have had a lack of thoughts or ideas for like what to make videos about. Maybe I'll try to do some more reaction videos where I watch and react to things. You know, I've been like, you know, I don't know if I told you guys this, but we basically have an adopted cat now. Like we have an outdoor cat that's basically kind of adopted us, and I call her Creaky Raven. She's a black cat. I'm pretty sure it's a she. I could be wrong. We haven't gotten to get her to the vet yet. We got to get him or her to the vet to, you know, get like, you know, vaccinated against fleas and mites and stuff like that. We need to see if the cat is fixed or not. I don't know if this cat is fixed or not, but this cat is basically just adopted us. And, you know, she's a really sweet cat and she's friendly and we can pick her up and pet her and she'll play and but you know, we started feeding her like 2 or so weeks ago. We started feeding her which now that I'm working and have a job, my dad wants me to pay for the food. I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. I can do that. I mean, my mom already got food, so we're just going to keep going through that food. But when that food starts getting low, I'm going to have to just start buying some food for it. But yeah, I mean, it's just, it's kind of nice, you know, like it's just, you know, I lost both my dogs. Riley, we're coming up on his 2-year anniversary of his death on June 19th. And then Rex, his year anniversary, October, oh gosh, what was it? It was like October 21st. It was somewhere between October 20th and October 25th is when we had to have him put down last year. So it's kind of just funny how like that works sometimes. Like, you know, I don't have either of my dogs anymore. And then we got this black cat that just came along and we've kind of just taken her as ours at this point. But we really do want to like try to make sure this cat is like fixed and also make sure that it's like vaccinated with the whatever it needs to be vaccinated with. Because we want to try to let it come into the basement at night and just sleep inside at night, and then we can just let it out during the day to wander around. But until we, you know, get it vaccinated, we're not really trying to like let it in the house right now. But yeah, that's just kind of what's been going on. Again, I feel like I'm sorry, like I feel like these videos aren't the most interesting, but I very much plan to keep doing content and doing videos, and I don't know if I should try doing some different things. I mean, yes, I'm still going to do plenty of just videos where I'm talking about how annoyed with life I am or you know, economic stuff, you know, the crisis of you know, trying to survive and live in America. I mean, I will still do a lot of that content, but I'm also just trying to wonder if I can't just try to start doing also some other different kinds of content too. So I'm just kind of thinking about all of that. But I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope everyone's enjoying their Memorial Day weekend. And, you know, I offer my condolences to anyone who may be watching this video who, you know, has had family members that, you know, are no longer here, you know, and they served. you know, we obviously appreciate their service, and you know, that's what Memorial Day is really about. So yeah, hope everyone's doing well, and I plan on making more videos. Okay, bye.